Hey everybody, I'm SuperPaulGames. Do you remember this last time? End of last episode, we got our butts kicked. We're back for a second round. Flan, I want your goodies. Shit, I wanted to fight him. Alright, let's swing. That was a whole lot of not very helpful. Alright, what do we got going on? We got guys all around us. That's their high priest. Alright, Asleefer, why don't you charge this guy? Hopefully our shields do something this time. Apparently we're only hitting shields this time. Gunner, why don't you charge this cleric here so we can't go heal people? It's like, batter up! Oh, hit home run. So, Rose, can I... What's going on? Game? Alright, I don't know why the game was freaking out there for a moment. Fair enough. Alright, Rose, I finally figured out the poison thing. I should have figured it out long ago. I want you to use poison on Nefya. Now, Nefya's weapon is poisoned. So if she pokes, like this bow person's a threat. Well, actually, we'll go after this one. Now, he is poisoned. And then, Kettle, can you do a double quick shot on this person? Nice first shot. Nice second shot. In fact, while we're at it, Olaf, why don't you throw some fire right there? Good, we got their boss on fire. I like that. And then, Nephew, do you have a fire pot? You do. Probably want to save some of these. Who else has got stuff to throw? Asleefer's got a fire pot. I don't think there's a really good spot. These guys are melee dudes, so how about we throw some caltrops there so when they walk across them, they're going to hurt themselves. And I think that'll be good. I guess we'll find out. You know what? Fuck it. We're going to throw some flames right back here, too. Woo! Burning down the church. How dare you try and stun Olaf? He is not easily stunned, sir. So that guy's going to fix his shield. Sure, why not? You're just burning to death. That guy stopped in the caltrops. He's supposed to take some poison. No, not the... Oh, please don't do the double quick shot. Oh, that's brutal. If we could kill both of the clerics, though, they're not going to be able to heal people. I think we knocked out one, didn't we, with Gunner already? Yeah, that's the poison taking effect. Oh, wait, fire and poison. Uh-oh, fire spreading. Getting a little close. We still got some poison. Oh, no, I think that's going to hit our own guys if we go there. What if we go here and then try and hit this guy? Will they both get hit by poison? They did! Sweet! I didn't know she could poke two at once. That is awesome sauce. Gunner, kind of need you to protect our friends here. That was not very good. You know what? Fuck it, Rose. Hypnotize him. The power of boobs compels you. Can you charge? No, but you can run up and attack one of your friends. Hit that bowman. Those guys are a pain in the ass. And I think there's another bowman over here. There is! Oh, Kettle can't hit him. Cleric's also a problem. Can't hit him either. Doesn't have any good shots. You know what? Fuck it. Shoot this guy. Arrgh, Kettle! We're trying to free Olaf. How do you miss twice? You're very... you're supposed to be very good at your job. You're just very angry, making me angry. Fine, just keep hitting the shield all day. I'm not angry. Olaf, rage! Their cardinal dude there is a pain in the butt right now. That guy was already poisoned, and then he ran through fire to get away from our people. Oh, hold up, Gunner. Please survive. Uh-oh, nephew's stunned. Can our fire finish some of those guys off? Unfortunately, Assleefer's not having much success there. There goes one of the guys. Alright, you are... I don't know who you are. Didn't you have a bow earlier? Did you switch to melee weapon? Fuck it, we're gonna go after him. There's some stupid misses in a very small place. Oh well, I'm not complaining about that one. That one works for us. Let's do 2 quick shots. Man, Kettle, you don't have any good shots, hardly. Yes, victory! Make up for that crap shot from before. Alright, Rose, we need... Oh man, Gunner is beat up. And... I wish you could heal 2 people. We'll have you heal Gunner. Nothing against Kettle.
Let me take a look.
Ha! Very good!
Alright, Assleefer. Hit this guy. Hopefully fire will finish off that one. Oh, you turd! Gunner, why don't you run up and... Nephew's gonna need some help. Well, we're certainly good at destroying shields. Maybe we really work for some shield salesmen. Hopefully that fire keeps burning. Their cleric there. He's not making my day any better. He's healing everybody though. Hold on, Assleefer. I know it's hard when you're burning. Oh, not nice. I say not nice. We're the ones who started throwing fire pots around and stabbing folks. Because we want their treasures. They should have shown the other guy die. These firebots have been very successful. That guy is dead now. Assleefer, do your heavy swing and hit this guy. Nice! Kettle, can you do a quick shot at him? Finish him off? Excellent! It's kind of funny how when they beat us the first time, they didn't imprison us or anything. We just, like, somehow managed to escape. Oh well, I'm not complaining. Enough of you, sir, and your nasty senselessness. Alright, Olaf, what do we got left? I think just those 3. Why don't you charge... Yeah, the bow lady. Or dude, whatever. And then Rose, why don't you come up here so we get you a tiny bit of cover. And then, are you close enough to put poison on anyone? I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Assleefer, quit being a wuss. Put that fire out. Now, though, Olaf has the magic of poison. Well, oh shit! We'll probably hit the religious dude there.
You think that was a strong hit?
Oh, I forgot that guy's poisoned. All right, Olaf, swing and hit this guy. Oh, poison's not gonna matter there. Gunner, why don't you charge him? Oh, you can't? Why can't you charge him? Are you having issues, sir? Alright, we'll have nephew come up and do it. Pokey pokey!
You messed with the wrong woman.
I don't know if Kettle's got a shot from there, but that's alright. We're gonna get up close and personal. This is our church now. I was so frustrated and salty last time. I hope it wasn't too much. I'm sorry if it was. I just felt it was silly that none of our shields blocked in the battle from the last episode. But we've made up for it! Victory! It did cost us a caltrop and a couple fire pots. I was gonna be like, nobody was really harmed. Well, I guess a lot of people were harmed, just not on our side. Oh, a new helmet. Awesome. Look at all those valuables! Why are there glowing things? That's creepy. Is that somebody's corpse? They put themselves into a bag at the end? A knife? That's a pretty big rack to just have a knife on it. How do you like my giant knife rack? Ooh, what's in here? It would have been nice if they played more of this music while we were fighting, but I guess it's the sad music for them. Holy crap, a lot of valuables. We are rich. Get some potatoes, maybe? I don't know how much we're leaving here with. How much did we come in with? I honestly don't remember. I guess it doesn't really matter. Sure, I'm just gonna magically fly through the wall like that. He's performed a miracle, right? Can he be canonized now? I don't think that's gonna happen after we messed up the church, but whatever. Well, I think we got everything we needed from here. Mostly, the most delicious and wonderful thing we got from here, though, was revenge for when they messed us up earlier. Vikings out! Alright, our big goal that we're going for is Seahenge up there. Do we really want to camp? Can we push it? All those are occupied. Are any of our guys going to get tired between now and then? No, we're alright. Who's injured? Asleefer somehow got injured in the crotch. Shouldn't be laughing. Was he like, I'm going to dick thrust this arrow out of the way? Probably should have got him healed first. He should be able to still walk around. He just might not be able to sex the enemy.
See the reflection? I wonder, if you come here on a certain day when the tide is just right, would you be able to cross over?
Rose, if I cut your head off, you will be able to cross over on any day of the week. Alright, we are here to make first contact with some pagans on behalf of the Pictish king to convince them to be nice and stuff. Though we're going to do it for our own selfish means, hopefully. An older woman catches your attention. She's clad in plain garb, yet possessed of regal bearing. As you enter the ring of logs, she's counseling a young couple on how to conceive a child. Uh-oh, we walked in on sex education day, but as soon as you step through the opening, all eyes are upon you. Viking, we bid you welcome. Despite the ravaging of your kinsmen, if you've come for gold or glory, I assure you we have neither. Answer my questions correctly, and perhaps I'll let you keep your meager belongings. She bows her head deferentially, but manages to keep calm. What do you wish to know? Last of the druids. No, we're looking for a druid. We seek an audience with him. Our druid? If only we had one, perhaps our faith would be stronger. Then again, we've all been challenged plenty on our faith the past few years. Oh god, I don't need to hear your come to Jesus. Well, I guess if we heard their come to Jesus story, the King of the Picts would be okay with it. We told you... Oh, we were told you would know the whereabouts of the last druid. You don't know the man we mean? Her eyes flicker for a moment. If she hadn't been addressing Nefia, you might not have noticed. But it has all the hallmarks of a tell. The priestess is lying. No, I'm sorry. I don't think I can be of any help. Luckily, our guy's got some diplomacy skills. It would be a great honor for us to talk to this man. Your faith may be dying, but in our lands the old gods still reign and kick ass. She fixes you with a scrutinizing look. It's clear that you do have a due respect for the old druid, and that we share many things through our faith. Indeed. We only wish to pay our respects to the druid, as the highest leader of your traditional faith, one that is closely related to ours. Nefia, you are smart! Plus, the truth is, once we rule, I don't care if there are druids around. Oh, well, you speak well for yourselves. I'll grant you that. Very well, I'll help you. I don't know if it's what he'd want, but I can only pray you won't displease him. I've never met the druid myself. Then how do we know there is one? But my grandmother told me he had left us to protect himself. Is that what happened, or was the druid like, you guys are a bunch of losers, I'm out of here? Where are you going? I gotta protect myself, bye. He sought refuge in the highlands, far away. Is that where I smoke weed? Far away from the dangers of society and politics. The old woman describes a path through the highlands to the mouth of the ravine, where the last of the druids allegedly lives. All of a sudden, I envy the druid, a place where I don't have to listen to people whining about politics. I, too, am headed towards the highlands, I think, my friends. I think you'll find it difficult to convince him to leave his self-imposed exile, but I wish you good luck. Alright, we must travel to the highlands. We're just gonna look around here for a little bit. Ooh, what's in here? A sea henge feather charm. It helped us fight animals. That would have been useful when we were fighting stuff for our uncle. Don't mind me. Your parents wouldn't allow it. Ooh. Oh, who gives a toss of what they allow? Just do what your heart tells you. Alright, my heart tells me to grab your booty. Oh, no, I'm kidding, nephew. I'm not going to do that. My woman would be mad. Olaf is smarter than that. He may not be a genius. What are you kids doing? You can have it if you kiss me? Oh my god! Y'all randy in this town! Surprised you don't have more people with how y'all interested in making the lovin's. Alright, so we gotta go all the way over there to the ravine. How do we get there? This way? That one's occupied. Mountain Plateau campsite. Very high security. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold up. We gotta build something new. Alright, so our power's at 97. If we build the new one... Oh, we need more wood for that. I guess we're gonna have to build something that's more... prosperity related. Oh, but I want that so bad, the new Palisades. How long will it take to make a banner? One day if we burn up a slave? Excellent. I don't know how you... How do you get a slave killed putting up a banner? Whip him harder! It'll encourage everyone else to put the banner up faster. Oh, I'll just put it up myself. Nope. You're here to encourage people. Alright, we're on our way. This place looks pretty sweet. Hey, Druid! I'm gonna step on a frog if you don't come out and hang out. Where you at? Wait, you got friends? Strangers aren't welcome here. You best be on your way. Oh, I forgot to go camp! Our guys are hungry and not... Oh, no. We don't want any trouble. You're welcome to pass through, but don't linger. The Highlanders have withdrawn to the edges of their village, huddled together in groups that seem to constitute families. You notice the men have readied weapons, but aren't brandishing them. Your welcome is not the worst I have ever had, Highlanders, but it could stand some improvement. Go elsewhere. You'll find better welcomes in the lowland. I gotta give him different... no, you know foreigners aren't wanted here. We'll have nothing to do with you. This is hopeless. These men are beyond reach. I'm sure they have good reason to be suspicious of strangers. It's wise to be cautious. A tall man of strong build, somewhere around 30 years of age, emerges from the forest behind a house and steps into the village. There is a lot of them, and we're not ready for a fight because I forgot to get food for our guys. He quickly assesses the situation and raises his hand in a gesture of reconciliation. Alright. Let's not lose our heads for nothing. Go back to your work. I'll handle the strangers. The other men of the village reluctantly return to work while frequently casting suspicious glances your way. The younger man walks up to you. He looks tired. I am Douglas. Don't mind them. They're just looking out for their families. My name is Olaf. Thank you for diffusing the tensions. Ike. I'd like you gone just as much as the rest of them. But I can see from the look of you, the best way to get rid of you is to get you what you're after. That's right. So, what are you after? I seek the last of the druids. I am told he lives here. Druid, we all know the man you mean. Though not by such a fancy title. I didn't realize that was a fancy title. The travelers seek the sorcerer, just as I thought. Sorcerer sounds cooler. And you see fit to help? Do you know where your cousin is, Dub? Though the other man is clearly Douglas's senior, Dub's reply is hardly an admonishment. You sure you want to oh, that's the wrong one. I don't know, I'm confused. Wait, no. You sure you want to discuss this in front of strangers? That seems to shut the other man up for a moment. The old hermit lives in a cave down in the ravine. Follow the creek between the mountains and you'll reach him. When you find him, do with him as you please. I ain't gonna sex him. We're not looking for druid sex. There's no love lost between the old man and us. Alright. Thanks, friends. Man, do I even dare talk to these people? Oh, we have the box for a moment. A young woman is sitting on a stool, braiding a band for a stone medallion with Celtic cross pattern. Next to her, a small girl idly braids a few strands of her own hair while watching the work with rapt attention. What are you working on there, woman? The young woman looks up with a start. She clutches her carved stone tightly, unsure what to do. Is that a talisman of some kind? You are very skilled. A young woman fidgets with her amulet. Color rushes to her cheeks, but it's impossible to know if it's prompted by the compliment or simple fear. She answers you with a thin but steady voice. Thank you. Would you be willing to part with it for some coin? I suppose, if you like it that much. How about a 5 pence? Does it sound good to you? The young woman lightens up. She hands you the trinket and accepts your coin with obvious gratitude. Aye, that'd be very good, thank you. As you walk away from her, she shows your coin to her young friend, and the two girls giggle at what you guess to be the first sale of the young artisan has ever made. Alright, what the hell do we get? Leon's cross. A beautiful intricate cross patterned into a smooth stone strung onto a band of braided string. It reduces range damage, apparently? Who doesn't have... here, we'll give that to... Yeah, we'll give that to Gunnar. Look, Gunnar, I bought you something. Looking out for you, man. What about you, friend? Gormlaith? You must forgive us for the cold welcome. The lads are naturally suspicious of strangers. If you need supplies before you move on, I've foods and herbs to help. Are you a woman or a man? Will your husband not be angry? Oh, Aiden's quick to anger, but just as quick to come out of it. Dub's choice to dubstep, and calmed him. Who's Dubglass to you? Why, Dub is the younger brother of my husband, Aiden. He's a good man, that Dub, level-headed. He always takes good care of his wife and children. Can you tell me anything about that hermit? She licks her lips and looks at the trees as though suspecting them of conspiracy. I'd rather not talk about him. Who knows how far his sorcerer's powers extend? We all feel that man in his... Feel? No, fear. I don't want to feel him. Do you? And his pagan curses. Alright, let's see what we get to sit for sale. You do have some wood. We'll buy some wood. Just a little bit. We're not going to yell at them that they overcharged us. They probably don't get customers here very often, and we can afford it. Oops, what happened? The small boy stares with vivid or avid fascination at your group of foreign warriors. As soon as your eyes meet his face splits into a huge excited grin. Hey, do you worship the devil? Child, my gods would annihilate your devil in a fight. Haha, that'd be really great. I bet your gods can beat our god, though. Our god can see and hear everything that happens. We have a god a lot like him. His name is Heimdallr. He's just one god. We have a lot more. Well, that's really weird. You're not supposed to have more than one god. Hey, did you come on a boat? Yeah, it's a ship, but yes. Whoa, I want to sail on a ship someday. Was that his dad pulling him away? Oh, his mom, an older plump woman, bears down on the boy with a severe frown. All right, Tegan. Stop pestering the strangers and run back to your mom. She's looking for you. Hi, Grandma. The grandmother regards you with narrowed eyes, then turns and waddles back to her stool. It's kind of humorous, after all. Alright, where are we going? Two boys, one around 15 years of age, the other much younger, are crouched at the edge of the creek. A moment's observation reveals their errand. The older boy is teaching the younger to tickle fish? You perverts! The lesson is confined to a purely theoretical level, as the creek is much too shallow for fish. As soon as they become aware of your presence, the boys get on their feet. The older of the two steps in front of his friend and greets you with a hesitant smile. Wow, I've never seen such people as you! Are you from Northumbria, Strathclyde? Much farther than that, boy. We are Vikings. We come from across the sea. Hand and nephew when we get the chance. The older boy puts a hand on his young friend's shoulder and nudges him forward. Go on, Luke, dying. Run along back to your dad. Kid walks slowly past you, head bowed in fear, and sets off down the path as soon as he's past you. The older boy clears his throat. I am Cillian, and I have heard stories of Vikings. To be honest, I never figured they were true. They make you out to be demons or some such. Oh, they say such nice things about us. Is it true your ships look like dragons? Yes, that's true. It's part of our religion. Aye, that's right. You're not Christian. They say you worship ancient, violent gods that thirst for retribution against the spreading light of Christ. Yeah, we love to kill everything. You know, I'm going to say this. Obviously, that's not the truth of what happened, but I think this is what Olaf would believe. That's right. Our gods will never be defeated by the Christian god. The corners of Cillian's mouth curve upwards. He seems powerfully intrigued. If you don't mind me asking, what are you hoping to find out there? We seek the last of the druids. We were told he resides in this ravine. I know the man you're speaking of. I'll take him to you. If you want, I think he'll be very interested to meet you. He stands there for a moment, looking you over with a strangely excited air about him. Come on this way. Alright, son, lead us there. Oh, what's over here? So easily distracted. I'm like, I gotta know what's over here. Is that kid trying to lead us the wrong way? Because I think the mouth of the ravine is up farther. Or maybe I'm thinking of the creek. The air in the cave is surprisingly warm and dry, but whatever supernatural blessings of air circulation is responsible for it has failed to prevent an oppressive stuffiness from settling over the area. Cillian hollers into the cave as you enter, and his words reflect sharply off the irregularly angled walls. Mirrodin, I've brought you visitors, and they are not Christians. A coarse voice returns from within the darkness, deep with authority, but uneven with age. Lad, your kindness will undo us both. I would nay have chosen a cave to live in if I wanted to entertain guests. Cillian gives you a reassuring smile. He'll settle down when he sees you. Come on. Alright, wait for me. I'm the leader. I gotta meet the druid first. Hi. The man who awaits in the central chamber looks just as you might have imagined. A dark gray beard reaches almost to his belt and blends seamlessly into the unassuming wool robe. I'm glad his robe doesn't assume things. That's always a pain. His eyes judge you with a calculating clarity that makes you feel small despite the situation. And just for a moment, you might actually believe that this man could be 1,000 years old. As I thought, your guests carry a legion's worth of steel into my home. Have you no thought for the safety of an old man, Cillian? Fool boy! Cillian doesn't look particularly troubled by his admonishment. They're Vikings. They worship the old gods. Yes. And if I had taught you more about the old gods, you'd know that's no guarantee of kinship. The old man's eyes have never left you, but only now does he address you directly. Well then, Viking, tell me, who are you? My name is Olaf O'Bread. Fell light to my hall. Olaf O'Breadson. If I had expected foreign dignitaries, I would have summoned the servants to tidy up the place. I am called Mirrodin Emrys. If you came to speak to the last of the druids, then you have found him. Please control your disappointment, though. Why have you sought me out? Well, I don't know what to tell him. Constantine does want him there as a figurehead. I'm here on behalf of the... Olaf is like, do I tell him that? Because I'm going to be king of everything. I am here to invite you to Perth to be the advisor to the Pictish king, who probably is going to get murdered by a Viking army that I don't know anything about. The old man waves his hand dismissively and turns his back on you to inspect some mistletoe hanging on a string. Don't eat that! That's poison! It is a fearless gesture. King this! King that! Wait, are you playing checkers now? These kings, they come, and they go. I owe no allegiance to. None of them. My only loyalty is to the faith. Is it true that you're almost 1,000 years old? This is where Olaf loses his... He's like, I don't care about the folk stuff. How often do you meet a guy this old? The old man scratches his chin through layers of beard. They told you that, eh? 1,000 years is a long time. I stopped counting long ago. This man is no more than a millennium old. Wait, this man is no more a millennium old than the filthy whore is the Midgard serpent. Helpfully taking the form of a ship to give us a ride across the sea. I wish we were riding the Midgard serpent. Nephew is like, I am sick of this bullshit. He is not old. Mirrodin regards you with the implacable way of a man who said all that needs to be said. Tell me about your faith, friend. No, I will not. Christians or nay, you're strangers to me. Then how about I tell you some of my faith? My kick-ass gods, you can return the favor. I was fighting with one at Ragnarok the other day. This appears to catch the old man's interest. Oh, a bargain? I accept. I see you collect mistletoe. That plant has an important role in the tale of Balder and his gate, son of Odin and Frigg. When Balder was born, Frigg had made all the things in the world. Everything. Even shoes. Living and otherwise. Shoes live? Kind of when you put your feet into them. Anyway, Frigg made everything, living and otherwise, swear an oath that they would never hurt her son. But she had not made the mistletoe swear, as it was too young for such an oath. Seems like a legit story. Meriden strokes his beard. Interesting. Youth? One day all the gods were gathered. They decided to test the oath by throwing everything they could at Balder? Poor Balder. It won't kill him, but that doesn't mean it won't hurt him, right? They're probably like, oh, why'd you throw a rock at me? We're seeing what'll kill you. Your mom said nothing will. You bunch of assholes. Ow, what was that? It was a really old deer turd I found. So they threw everything they could at Balder, and they saw that nothing hurt him. Oh, I guess hurt him. My story was better when he got hurt. But his brother Loki, ever the schemer and a bit of an asshole, made an arrow from mistletoe and convinced the god Hodor, who was also brother to them both, to shoot Balder with it. The druid smiles, but says nothing to interrupt you. The arrow, it killed Balder! We have stories of our own that echo yours. Are you gonna be like the Romans? Do you think the real reasons the Romans actually took the Greek myths was some guy made it up? Yeah, we got a god like that too, see? Zeus! We got a god like that too! You just changed Hermes and Mercury and just switched the names around. No, different god, I swear! In fact, I've heard several variations on the same tale. Perhaps the inevitable tragedy. Even among the gods, it makes it easier for us mere mortals to accept our own cruel fates. Alright, your turn, son. Meriden grumbles and nods. Then let us remain on the subject of mistletoe. Few things are more sacred to us than this plant. It is extremely rare in these parts. Does it bring Christmas? But thanks to Cillian, can I kiss under it? I know of one good hard-timbered oak nearby, upon where it grows. Oh, maybe that's why we gotta climb the mountain to go get him some mistletoe. There is a ritual to grab the mistletoe. Upon the 6th day of the moon, we bring a sacrifice to the tree and feast beneath it. It's meant to be a banquet befitting a king. We would bring 2 white bulls, horns tied, to be sacrificed. But those are ages past. I climb the tree well, Cillian actually does, these days, and cut the mistletoe with a sickle, which I catch in a white cloak. It's meant to be a golden sickle, but we make do with what we have. Needless to say, we go without the white bulls as well. From a mistletoe thus harvest, and duly prayed over, we make a potent drink that is the antidote to all poisons. Behind you, you hear Rose snort derisively in muted protest. It's probably because she's like, no, that's not how you make antidote. How do we convince him to come with us? Is there nothing I can do to convince you to come with me? Ask Leifer will blow you, dude. There is not. If you respect my will, tell your king I am long dead. Tell him that all that remained of me was an old grave overgrown with lichen. I would lichen if you told him that. Nice joke. Cillian catches your eye as you turn. He nods subtly back towards the mouth of the cave, then sets off in that direction. Maybe we can get Cillian to do this for us? Or maybe Cillian will join us? Wait for me, kid. We're on the way. I accidentally moved the thing. Outside the cave, Cillian looks almost as disappointed as you should feel. Sorry it turned out that way. I was sure you and Meriden would get along. He's always on about Christianity's suppression of the old ways. You wanted to talk. Do you have a way to convince the old man? I cannot convince Meriden of anything. The man's 1,000 years old. He probably made up his mind a century ago. How can I change that? You seem to have a vested interest in arranging this, son. Cillian scratches his nose while he thinks. Listen, I need to catch fireflies for the old man's rituals. If you come along, we can talk on the way. Alright, jeez. How much does he pay you? Where are you going? Should've just gone and got the damn mistletoe myself. Oops, sorry, knocked down your cross. The young boy from earlier is chasing fireflies with a girl about his age When they see you, they freeze for a moment, then they run in a wide circle past you and back towards the village. Cillian looks worried. Ah, shite. I hope those wee pests don't tell their parents they saw us together. Will they worry I've corrupted your faith? Cillian suddenly looks a lot older. I have nae been entirely honest with my family about Mirrodin. I know they suspect I visit the old man, but I try to hide it. And every time it comes up, there is a big fight. You have to understand, this isn't a village, it's a homestead. Everyone is related. I don't want to marry my sister. When you live in a place like this, to break from the fold, you know. Why do your parents hate Mirrodin so much? Cillian is silent for a time while he unpacks some jars from his sack. He hands you one and takes a few steps away to catch the nearest insect. With his back turned, it seems easier for him to talk. My parents are dead. They were killed in some stupid feud many years ago. My cousin Douglas and his brothers avenged them. Then he and Mael Murray took me in. They treated me like a brother. That blasted feud is still on, of course. It's old as sin and it'll never end until everyone is dead. That's how things work up here in the Highlands. Well, we're going to try and catch a firefly. I don't think we're going to succeed, but we're not going to succeed. We are tired and hungry. Fuck it, we're going to try. So how does this involve Mirrodin? We failed. You spent a few moments flailing around like a moron chasing fireflies around the small clearing. Every time you think you've got one, you find the jar empty. One streaks right past your face, probably laughing at you, and you flail towards it, just a moment too late, narrowly missing Nefya's face with your elbow. Mirrodin was here before. As far as I know, he's always lived in that little cave. And the problem is, everyone here is all Christian, of course, fervently so. They don't understand Mirrodin, but he frightens them. You should hear the things they say about him, that he's in league with the devil, that he takes children in the night and sacrifices them to dark powers. How is that possible? There's maybe like 10 people in your town. You would notice if someone was missing. No children have ever been lost from the village, mind you. They're just trying to scare the wee ones to stay away from him. Cillian's voice is thick and unsteady now. I want to tell them to just shut up about him. That he's just a really nice old man who wants to be left alone, but they don't want to hear it. So we have these fights, and a long moment of silence follows. I swear, sometimes I think, if they knew I apprenticed myself to Mirrodin, they'd kill me. Not Dub, but the rest of them. Another firefly disappears somewhere into the moss at your feet. It sucks we are so fucking tired here. We're gonna try and catch it too. Sounds like a bad situation, friend. You'd be safer in Perth if you came with us. Wait, we could say he's the druid, for all that I care. The Pictish king's not gonna know. Jar at the ready, you kneel in the grass, riddled with fallen needles from the firs. I'm gonna get that firefly. You sweep your hand through it, and the insect is nowhere to be seen. Damn you, firefly! Cancelled after one season. Cillian stops to think on it, and the local firefly population breathes a sigh of relief. His jar already buzzes with half a dozen of them. I'd come, you know, if Mirrodin would go as well. I've learned much from him, but he still has so much left to teach me. So much wisdom, stories of the old gods, knowledge of the Weald, his rituals. He raises his head and stares off into the distance, though his sightlines are blocked by firs in every direction. I'll talk to him again. I've never told him how unsafe I feel around my own family. If he sees how much this means to me, he'll go with you. Cillian closes his jar. Confused blinks penetrating the thin cloth, and hands it to you. Please bring these to Mirrodin, back in the cave. I'll meet you and him at the stones on the peak. I'm going to go and reassure Douglas and May Muriel. Well, friend, it is a good thing I brought this group of heavily armed warriors. We wouldn't want anything to happen to these fireflies on the way. He strikes up a genuine laugh. I'm convinced the precious shipment is safe with you, friend. Alright, so we gotta go back to the cave, give Mirrodin the fireflies. I might wait till next time. We're probably running a little long on this episode. We're doing alright though, right? Next time we'll go to Mirrodin, then we'll hopefully bring him back to the Pictish king. What are we working on building-wise right now, too? We're building a banner. Oh, yeah, because we worked a slave to death for it. And then hopefully soon we'll be working on the palisades. I'll see you all next time where hopefully we can get that druid. Take it easy, everybody.